hit the wrong button. So, I hit the wrong button, so let's try this again. I accidentally hit end stream instead of record. Because they're both red buttons. I don't know who thought that was good. They're red buttons next to each other. So. So, we are talking about Snow White today. I started talking, and it took me a second to realize what had happened. That's the worst part. We're talking about Snow White today. That was a little rude. I'm sorry, Grace. I hit the wrong button. I'm telling you, the end stream button is a big red button next to a small red button that says record. And I hit the wrong button. I'm an idiot. So, anyway, let's get started. We're going to talk about Snow White. So, I'm just going to talk about... Let's get it on. So, I watched Snow White today. So, I'm just going to kind of talk about... Stop judging me. We're going to go through, and I'm going to kind of go through it scene by scene. Not quite. I'm not going to play the movie because I can't. I will get copyrighted, but I'm kind of going to go through and talk about some of the scenes and what I thought about them. And then I'm going to talk about it overall, and then I'm going to kind of just talk with you guys. What do you guys think? And, yeah. Just, do it that way. Something about you seems different aside from the white theme. It's not a white theme. I just wore a Mickey Mouse shirt today. And my Mickey ears. Maybe it's my makeup. It's a little different than usual, I guess. I'm not wearing, like, really dark lipstick. I thought I heard you say sub-energy. Shut up. So, we're just going to kind of talk about Snow White like that. And I just want to hear, also hear y'all's thoughts, what you thought about it, and things like that, if you guys did watch it, or if you guys have seen it. So, it kind of starts with, like, the storybook opening. It sets up the story. It tells us who our characters are and what's going on. Oh shit, I forgot to watch it. That's okay! Go watch it right now. Go put it on while I talk. Okay. Hype Train PogChamp 360 no-scope. So, to start, it starts with the storybook opening, and it goes, once upon a time, there was Snow White, and whatever. Does it say once upon a time, actually? Yeah, once upon a time, there was a lovely little princess named Snow White, and her vain stepmother feared that Snow White's beauty would surpass her own. Watched a dog for like an hour, and then watched Wheel of Time, brought to you by Amazon. Nice. I was in bed until 12:30, went to Decatur for lunch, came back and sat on the couch and watched Snow White, and did absolutely nothing else. So, basically... The evil queen, that's just her name, is the queen, in this. So, she is Snow White's stepmother, and she feared that Snow White's beauty would surpass her own. And in starting, one of the incorrect things that people get wrong about Snow White, it is not mirror, mirror on the wall. It is magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of all? And as long as the mirror answered, you are the fairest, Snow White was safe. Yes, the movie happened because I'm an insecure bitch. And she made Snow White wear rags and stuff, like, to make her not pretty anymore. So it opens up with, like, Crazy Lou's the fairest. It opens up with, like, the evil queen just, like, talking to the mirror, and the mirror going, haha, you put her in rags, but Snow White's still fucking prettier than you. And so the queen gets crazy. Feeling threatened by a child, that's right. Didn't you guys remember Snow White's 14? 14. Hello, I'm just getting off my Switch. I've been playing the shit out of Pokemon Shining Pearl. I feel you. I've been playing some Xenoblade Chronicles, and I've been playing Final Fantasy VII in my spare time. But yeah, so we've got the queen, and she's like talking to the mirror, and she's like, you telling me Snow White's still prettier? Alright. So she sends a huntsman to take Snow White to the woods to kill her. Because she's prettier than her. Yeah. Seriously. Mirror's a weirdo because he thought the 14-year-old was hot. I know, right? And here's So that's the queen. The queen gets mad. And then we see Snow White, like, cleaning some stairs. And they're not inside. She's, like, washing some wooden stairs. Some, stone stairs outside. Which is already weird. And then we've got our first musical number. And she sings the Wishing Well song. And this is where people get things wrong. Modern idea. The queen tries to protect Snow White from the fucking weird mirror bros. That could be a good one. Here's where people get wrong. The prince shows up, and it is implied, both here and later on in the movie, that Snow White and the prince know each other. So the prince shows up, and they sing together. And, like, this is where we see the prince. Like, the prince didn't just show up at the end. Okay? Snow White and the prince know each other, and it's implied they've met before this moment as well. They sing together, and the queen sees them and gets pissed. And this is when she goes to the huntsman. She's like, bro, take the princess into the woods and kill her. Like, what the fuck? Luckily, our huntsman doesn't kill Snow White. I'm sorry, I'm like skipping through the movie to kind of like keep me on track of what's going on. And he tells Snow White to run away, and she just runs through the woods. And because she's 14 and alone in the woods, she thinks everything's out to kill her, and it's like not. Like, she's just in the woods. Huntsman is an OG. I hope he's alright. Hi, Jugs of Bibs. Thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about Snow White. I'm just kind of going through. ¿Qué tal? I don't speak Spanish. No habla español. That's all I can say in Spanish. No habla español. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal means what's up? Yo soy bien. Me llamo Tera. No habla español. Let's see. So, Snow White runs through the woods, and then she makes a bunch of animal friends, and she sings again. Personally, I have no idea what the hell you're saying. Oh, I'm just saying. Isn't yo soy bien, it's estoy bien. Oh, yo estoy bien. Okay, see, I told you I don't speak Spanish. I tried. I took Spanish in, like, middle school. I haven't spoken Spanish since I was, like, 14. No, less than that, since I was, like, 12. So, yo estoy bien. I'll remember that, though. It's up here now. This is our next musical number, is Snow White sings in the forest to the birds, and she becomes friends with them. And she's like, hey, or just soy bien, since yo is assumed with context. So what, 3 years ago? Boy, I am 23, okay? This has been like 10 years since I was 12. I haven't spoken Spanish in that long, okay? So Snow White asks these animals, and she's like, you're so young, look. You're younger than me, Crazy Lou, so shut up. Aren't you a baby? I say at 24. I'm just being mean, small bean. Look, I know I'm young, but at the same time, like, at my age, my mom had 2 kids, so it's kind of weird for me. So anyway, Snow White asks these animals, hey, do y'all know somewhere I can stay the night? I'm alone in the woods. And they're like, yeah, there's a house over here that you can go in. Like, the animals take her to this cottage, and, like, she doesn't assume, like, it's okay to sit there, to live there. I mean, she assumes it's okay to stay there. And the next scene makes me want animal friends. Because she gets into this house, and she's like, oh shit, this house is nice. It looks like little children live here. I can stay here and help take care of them. Hey, animals, let's clean this house. So she gets all these woodland animals, and this is Whistle While You Work, which is a great song. And they clean this house, and I'm just sitting here the whole time like, you just broke into somebody's house, and you start cleaning, and you just decide to move in, basically. Like, she just, like, is like, I'm gonna stay here now. Okay. And it makes me want animal friends, because, like, these animals, like, she gives the animals the hard job. She's like, hey, you guys do the laundry, and you guys wash the dishes, and you clean the fireplace, and I'm gonna sweep. Bitch, why are you giving the animals the hard job? Snow White and Goldilocks would be besties. I mean, honestly, in this housing market, you're right. Snow White does commit breaking and entering. What's your idea, Crazy Lou? Seriously, I want some animal friends to help do my dishes, because I got a sink full of dishes I don't want to do. So they clean the house, and... Okay. Give me a moment. Let me set a timer. I hate you guys. Let me set a timer.
Okay, so now I'm doing the Ulu voice because Crazy Lou sucks. Okay, so the animals and her clean the whole house, and they do all the laundry, and it's really silly, and it makes me want animal friends. You think if I go outside and talk like this, I'll get animal friends? Igloo Prince, you're in your 30s. Wow. And then we get another musical number right after this. So, I was talking to Zeffy because we watched this movie together. And this movie is really just kind of a silly symphonies. And if you don't know what the silly symphonies are, they're like the old Disney movies that were like really short and they were just like a bunch of songs. This movie is just like a really long silly symphony because it's just a bunch of scenes of them singing with a couple little plot points kind of scattered throughout. So next the dwarves are singing, and I feel like Tara's going to break character out of anger. If you do it 3 more times, I will probably murder you. No, I'm kidding. I will say you have to give me a break between each of them because it does hurt my throat. So the dwarves are mining for gold, for gems and rubies and stuff. And they even say in the song that they don't do anything with them. And you see in the movie that they kind of throw them in the vault and then lock it, and then they hang the key next to the door. So, like, what are you doing with all these? It's really, really silly. And then they're like, let's go home. And they go home. And Snow White goes to sleep. She goes to sleep in the stranger's house. Like, she doesn't wait for them to get home to be like, hey, can I stay here and sleep? She goes to sleep in the stranger's house. And then the dwarves get home, and there's a really, really long sequence of them sneaking back into the house to go, oh no, there's a monster here. And Grumpy's like, oh, it's a witch. This is witch's brew. And it's so silly. Well, they're building a savings account. It's not really a savings account if you put the key next to the door, because then just anyone could come in. Hydrate, moist your throat with Mother Nature's nectar. Don't ever say that again. But then it's like a literally like a 6 or 7 minute scene of the dwarves just being like, somebody clean the house. Who's here? It's a monster. Oh no. And it's kind of silly. And then they send Dopey upstairs to go find the monster. And then they wake up Snow White and they're like, oh, she's so pretty. She can stay here. And she's just like, oh, hello. You guys aren't little children. You're little men. Because she thought there were little children that lived there. And then she's like, if you let me stay, I'll cook for you. And she names a bunch of food. And they're like, yes, you can stay. And Grumpy's like, no, you can't stay. I don't like you. Women are evil. Grumpy is so gay. And then there's another song. Because she tells them they have to go wash their hands. And they're like, what? We have to go wash up. And they're like, we already washed. So and she's like, let me see your hands. And they all put their hands behind their back. And then they show her. And she's like, oh no, your hands are dirty. Go get washed up. Or you can't have dinner. And then there's another, 3-minute song about washing up. And Dopey soap, and it's really silly. And then we cut back to the evil queen. We cut back to the plot. Because, seriously, what's the plot of this movie? And she's like, I have Snow White's heart in this box. And the fucking mirror is like, no, you don't. She's like over the mountains and through the woods in the dwarf's house. And she's like, no, she's not. Her heart's here. And he's like, that's the heart of a pig. And she's like, arr, and she gets mad. And, let's see, what's after that? Then she's like, I am going to make a spell to disguise myself so I can go kill Snow White. So she has this spell, and let's see, what does it take? Because I'm curious. trying to remember. Let's see. Mommy Dust, Old Hag Tackle, Scream of Fright, all these silly things. Don't ever bake me cookies. I make some killer cookies and zucchini bread. Ooh, that sounds yummy. But so she's like, yes, mwahahaha. She's like, I'm gonna kill Snow White. So she disguises herself like an old lady. Even though she kind of is an ugly old lady. She gets more ugly. And then she's like, I'm going to make a poison apple. Let me read this about the poison apple, though. It's called the... Oh, thank God. Whew, okay. So, then she does the poison apple that'll... And the victim's eyes... So here's the other thing. Here's another thing that people get wrong. It's right in here. Redeem Chug It. Okay. So I changed Chug It. I'm not going to drink this entire bottle anymore because I did that once and I seriously wanted to vomit afterwards. I'm going to chug this. I'm going to chug as much as I can in one go. That water's cold and it gave me brain freeze. This is what I get for having ice water right before stream. Okay. This is Swallow ASMR. Oh my God, Crazy Lou, I hate you. It's so cold. Stick the tongue to your roof of your mouth. Oh, that worked. Oh my God. You guys are gonna drown me. Kato, keep them from drowning me. Okay. So, this is another part of the movie that people get wrong. So the poison apple. One taste of the poison apple and the victim's eyes will close forever in the sleeping death. Okay? Excuse me. So it's the sleeping death. She has not been killed. Okay? I want you to remember this for later because it's going to be relevant. Hold on. Okay. Crazy Redeem Stretch. Okay. I would never do something so evil, even though I find it funny. I will only because I can't redeem it. Ah, Kato, you hate me too. Ugh. Drowning from Mother Nature's liquid sounds like a good way to die. You're such a dork. So remember, sleeping death, okay? She disabled it because she won't die for entertainment. Yeah. No, some of these are locked that I can only do so many a stream. I don't even remember all the settings. But I have some of them locked so they can only be redeemed so many times. You guys are trying to drown me. We still got hydrate. Forgot that, didn't ya? Okay, I'm not doing all of these. I'm returning your points to you because I can do that. So I did stretch. Reject hydrate. Reject hydrate. Okay, I gave you guys your points back. I am so hydrated right now. I love you too, Kato. Look, hey, Crazy Lou, I could have been more rude. I could have taken your points and then still not drank water. So, next is another musical scene that doesn't add anything to... Currently, Tara's moist. I am very moist. That doesn't really add anything to the plot. They're just singing and dancing in their home. Like the dwarves and Snow White. They're just dancing and singing, and then Dopey stands on top of Sneezy's shoulders and they dance with Snow White. Kato, redeem, stretch. Do this instead to help your back. This chair is actually
actually pretty comfortable, so my back doesn't get too bad. So lots of padding and stuff. You've got 13,000. You had 19.5 thousand. Cool. 17.5K. Fuck plot when you've got animation. I mean, yeah, that's the big thing. Is like, again, like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like a silly symphonies where it's not really about plot. It's just kind of like, look, we're dancing and singing and having fun. And this was the first movie. So, you know. Yeah, and I mean, it's very pretty. I saw a Tinkerbell tattoo. That's pretty gay. Here she is. I love her. She looks like she's got a freckle because I have a freckle right here. And it happens to be right on her leg. We deserve to animate plot things. I agree, but let's remember this is the first one. Let's give Disney a little break. This is the first one. Trust me, it gets worse from here. We are watching Fantasia. I think Fantasia's next. It's Pinocchio and Fantasia next. Because I'm going to do some in pairs. I'll explain all that at the end, though. But Fantasia is like an hour and a half just music video. With no lyrics. No plot. So. That Tinkerbell tattoo is pretty dope. Thank you. She's my girl. On the inside here, I want to get a Tangled tattoo. Chernobog is cool as hell. That's true. Mandalor's bullying me because I want a show with bad animation and no plot. Oh, what movie is that? Or what show is that? Because, that sounds like me. Y'all, I watch a lot of stuff that's, like, bad animation and no plot. Look, I watch some really bad stuff, okay? Yes, I watch Miraculous. Well, Miraculous has a plot now. It didn't really start with a plot. And then Mickey's an apprentice wizard and he gets a hat and does magic. Yeah, that's the plot of Fantasia. And it's just like an hour-long music video. Miraculous is amazing, thank you. It is amazing. It doesn't have the best animation or the best plot, let's be real. Can't say, but I don't want to lose my job, but I can say in a different chat, lol. Oh, you're on a show. I thought you meant you were, like, watching a show. I saw, like, one scene in Miraculous and it's just too much. I feel you. Yeah, and then so, like, they're done dancing and singing and they're like, hey, Snow White, tell us a story. And she starts singing again, and she sings about, someday my prince will come. And this is where we get the idea that, like, her and the prince have known each other before. Yeah, Tara, maybe don't stop watching it because of embarrassment. Look, I'm sorry. You're animating it. Oh. Well, you'll have to tell me about that later. Ruby's first 2 seasons had terrible animation. It got much, much better. It had at least a better plot than it does now. But I can talk about Ruby, like, another day. We're talking about Snow White right now. Ruby's a whole other beast. But this is Someday My Prince Will Come. And then, like, the clock goes off. They're like, oh, it's bedtime. And she goes to bed. They're like, oh, you can have our beds. And then they all go to sleep. And then we cut back to the plot. We cut back to the evil queen. Over half season 4 came out before you could watch the letter scene with the yeah. I love Ruby and I think it's only gotten better. That's just me. I've got my qualms with it and but I also haven't caught up. Last thing I watched was season 5. I wasn't very happy. I've heard it's improved since then because was it 5 or 6 I watched last? I think it was 5. And I didn't really like 5. No, I saw part of 6, I think. But yeah, I've heard it's gotten better since then, but I couldn't do it. Like, 4 and 5 really sucked. Like, the first 3 were really good, and then 4 and 5 sucked. And then I have other stuff. I have other qualms, though, than just, like, the story and stuff. But that's a whole other story. So we cut back to the plot, and the evil queen is actually, like, making the poison apple. So here's the other thing. The poison apple antidote. Victim of the sleeping death can be revived with love's first kiss, okay? Not true love's kiss. So, sleeping death, not like she's not dead, it's called the sleeping death, and can be revived with love's first kiss. Speaking of Disney, the Owl House. I've heard good things, I haven't watched it. And then, yeah, the evil queen takes her basket with the poison apple. Hold on, I'm turning my heater on. That's the beeping, if you can hear that. Can we talk about this weirdo who kisses what he probably thinks is a corpse? Again, it's not. We're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get there. I promise. Owl House is phenomenal. Look, I'm watching so many other things and playing so many things. I'm not gonna get into Owl House right now. Maybe I'll get into it later. But right now I got like so many other things I need to finish. So the evil queen goes into the woods, and then it's the next day, and the dwarves leave for work. And they leave Snow White alone. Did you see Arcane? No. I never understood that. Love's first kiss. So as long as I love you and kiss you, she'll wake up. I mean, they love each other, so it doesn't really matter, but I think that's what it means, is if two people are together, that's your first kiss with your love. You need to finish case 3 of Trials and Tribulations. Yes, we will finish that on Tuesday, I promise. Snow White revives Prince. Oh shit, my plan worked. You're breaking my heart, Small Bean. I'm sorry. So she kisses all the dwarves goodbye, they go off to work, and they leave her alone. And the evil queen sneaks up while she's making lunch, and she's like, "Ooh, do you want an apple? I have this wonderful apple. It's a magic apple. It makes your wish come true. It's redeeming an extra hour Tuesday." I am going to finish case 3 on Tuesday. I'm going to finish case 3 on Tuesday. No needing to redeem or anything. I am going to finish case 3 on Tuesday. That is my promise. So she's like, "Oh, it's a wishing apple. If you take a bite of it and you make a wish, your wish will come true." And somehow the animals know she's lying. She says sarcastically, "I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being dead serious. We're going to finish case 3 on Tuesday." I don't know why you guys think that's sarcastic. Somehow the animals... What if Snow White's wish was to go to sleep for a few years? I mean, you're right. What if? Somehow the animals know it's the evil queen and, like, the apple's evil. I don't remember, like, exactly. Like, I don't quite understand that. So they go and fetch the dwarves. And, like, Snow White wishes that her prince will come to her. If you really wanted, you could finish case 4 in 20 streams. Listen. Don't be, look, I know what I'm doing. We will finish case 4, soon, because I want to start Pokemon. So the animals convince the dwarves to go home, and they get to Snow White, and they don't get there in time. We all know that. But yeah, she wishes, like, my prince, my true love will come find me, or whatever. And she takes a bite of the apple, and she falls over dead. And the evil queen runs off. And the dwarves see her as she runs out. There's still a case 5, and then I thought there was only 4 cases in Trials and Tribulations. That's what Zeffy told me. Maybe he was forgetting something. Oh god, I forgot about Rise from the Ashes. Fuck. Makes sense now why she ate the apple, magic apple, and these wild animals know how to clean house, you're right. Bitches love apples. So, the dwarves chase the evil queen, and she tries to drop a rock on them, and God fucking murders her. I don't know if you guys remember how she dies in this movie. She's standing on a cliff, like, using a stick to try and, like, knock this boulder down to hit the dwarves, and lightning strikes the ledge she's standing on and just destroys it, and then the rock she was gonna push down falls on top of her. So, like, she's dead. God just murdered her. An apple a day puts you to sleep for over a day. Ferociously eats apples. So yeah, God murdered the evil queen. So they come home, and Snow White's dead. And then they're so beautiful even in death that the dwarves could not find in their hearts to bury her. They fashioned a coffin of glass and gold and kept eternal vigil at her side. The prince, who had searched far and wide, heard of the maiden who slept in the glass coffin. So yeah, seasons have passed in this, so like it's been about a year or so. An apple a day murders the mother for a day. The hero can't ever directly kill the villain. Did y'all watch Sleeping Beauty? He stabbed Maleficent. That motherfucker dead. Pascal killed Mother Gothel. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. We got some heroes that are just straight up murdered people. She's gonna rot and people will see that. Nasty. She won't rot. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. The Sleeping Death, she does not rot. And also it's Disney, like, come on guys, like, suspension of disbelief. That's the biggest thing for me. Is everyone goes, she's gonna rot. Why did she rot? Why did they do this? Like, why did just suspend your disbelief a little bit. Y'all do it for everything else. Y'all were fine with the poison apple, but now you're gonna get salty about she was in a glass coffin? I don't get it. Anyway, so the prince rides up, and they take the top off the coffin, and he kisses her goodbye, and she wakes up, and it's love's first kiss, and they ride off into the sunset. And that's the other thing, people always like, thanks the Dwarves didn't know she was preserved. She died, I mean, it's a Disney movie! Who, like, seriously, y'all were fine with the poison apple. Why does it matter if they put her in a glass coffin? Y'all were fine with the Dwarves. The Dwarves have 4 fingers. Y'all are cool with that? The Dwarves have 4 fingers. Like I said before, the prince is sus. Look, no, but I know you're just shitposting, but people get real serious about this. People are actually like this. People are cool with the poison. Okay. You can poison an apple. You can't use magic to change your body to look like an old hag. Like she did. And some people have 4 fingers. Bitch, I'm talking... Snow White and the prince and the queen have 5, and the dwarves have 4. Also... And yeah, and then they ride off into the sunset. And this is what I hate, because people get all like, oh, well, she married someone she just met and she's 14 and blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, they didn't even get married. They literally, he puts her on the horse. Oh my god, you can see the cat in the background. They ride off on his horse, and that's it. Like, we don't know if they get married. When you see me next, I'll be an old hag. Come here, bro. Here she comes. Come here. Come on. Come here. She's behind me. He kissed a 14-year-old corpse. OMG. He is the same age as her. Likely. We don't actually know how old the prince is. Also, he looks like a woman. I'm just gonna say that. See if I can find like a close-up on his face. He looks like a woman. Look at this. Hold on. Window capture. Oh, I can't do it because it's Disney Plus. It won't show it. Fuck. Okay. Never mind. The corpse isn't 14. It's pretty fresh. Background cat. Did you miss the corpse part? Look. Suspension of disbelief. It's fine. Also, I mean, people, like, kiss the heads of, like, their dead family members all the time, and y'all don't find that weird. Google the characters. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Look at this. This is... Oh. Oh, he's just the prince. Prince Philip is the next one. Is, Sleeping Beauty. This is a woman, guys. This is a woman. That is not a man. Look at that. I'm just pulling your leg. No, but you're not the... Like, what I'm saying is, like, people are like this. This is a woman. Tell me that isn't a woman. Like... This is the prince. This is Snow White's prince. He looks like transition goals. Here we go. There's another shot of him. Here's him in other media. That's in Once Upon a Time. But, like, this is him. That's a woman. Prince Femboy. So, like... Yeah, I mean, like... I don't know... So yeah, he's just oh, his name is Florian. I was like, he has a name. What is his name? His name is Florian. Oh, here's the image I was looking for. Like, that's a woman. The fuck kind of name is that? I know, right? Florian, yes. It's spelled, Florian. 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 But yeah, this is a woman. That's 2 letters from Floridian, yeah. The name of this really obnoxious NPC in my friend's D&D game. Florida man kisses 14-year-old corpse. Okay, well that took up about 40 minutes of just going through the movie. And I was hoping some of you guys had actually watched the movie too, so we could like be like, what do you guys like about it? You still need a new bisexual flag to go with your Animal Crossing leaf, right? Yes, I do, in fact. I still haven't found it. I've been looking all over to see if maybe it would turn up somewhere in my house. It hasn't. So, they've got a Giga Chad shit. Transitioning Florida man kissed 14-year-old corpse found in the woods. Y'all are killing me. So, I was watching this movie, and I've seen this movie before, but I've never really, like, sat down and, like, watched it with the intention of, like, paying attention to it. There's no plot to this movie. This movie, if you cut the... I can send you another one Saturday-ish when I go out to send some other packages. Awesome, thank you, Igloo. You're the best. You're awesome. I'm no rush, and I'm not too worried about it. But I am probably going to take a peek at your store later. I've been meaning to make another order. I just keep having other things come up. You know how it is, bills and shit. So, I watched this movie for the first time today with the intention of, like, watching this movie and, like, really paying attention to what's going on. And, God, this movie is a whole lot of nothing. I mean... Like, it's the first Disney movie, so it's special in that way. I mean, it made $1 million because when it came out, you could only watch movies in the theater, so people would go watch it 4, 5, 6 times, you know. It was the first, really, like, the first animated film. So, like, it just made $6 bajillion. Oh, Igloo makes, let me show you. Igloo makes, like, little cross-stitch things like this. This is my Kirby Igloo made me. And he makes little cross-stitch pride stuff. And so, you should check out, Igloo, you are a VIP, so you can link your Etsy if you would like. I am all for that. But yeah, guys, Igloo makes really cool little, you know, little cross-stitch stuff. And this is my little Kirby. I've got some Mario stuff at home. We have it pinned in the Discord. You are right. It is pinned in the Discord in the general chat. Igloo's store. So if you are anyone who is lurking, you can go in the Discord, and in the general chat it is a pinned message with Igloo's Etsy store. So yeah. I have this one on I have a filing cabinet next to my desk, and I have this little Kirby stuck to it. So, yeah. Back to the movie. I just didn't, like, I mean, this movie is iconic, and it's important, and it's historical, and all this other stuff. Let's see how much money this movie made. So, it came out in 1937. It made, like, $6 bajillion. It made $418 million. And its budget was only... Is this adjusted for inflation? I have no idea. His budget was only $1.49 million. So it, like, made its budget 10 bajillion times over. So, Snow White is just, like, iconic, and it's important, and it, like, started everything with Disney and animation and all that. But, like, God, nothing happens in that movie. It's boring. It's a bunch of songs and a bunch of scenes that go on for way longer than they need to. Like, the dwarves coming back into the house to, like, and then they find out Snow White's there, and they're sneaking around. Like, it's a good, like, almost 10-minute sequence. that needed to only be like 5. And so, it's like, it's iconic, but it's just not great. So I'm going to, where did I put it? I have a tier list, and I'm going to make like a docs. And I'm going to sort of keep track of what I rate all of these. And what is this? Oh, I'm on the wrong... Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I thought I was on my brother's Google account for a minute. I'm on mine. Someone... Okay, so... So I'm going to give everything like an out of 10 rating, and I'm going to put it in its place on this like Disney tier list thing that I have. This tier list only goes up to... It's also not in fucking order. This tier list only goes up to Frozen 2, if I'm correct. Or maybe Moana. $58, so it goes up to what was right before Frozen 2. Yeah, so it doesn't have all the movies, like it doesn't have the newest ones, but we're going to rate these movies. So I'm going to keep this updated as we go, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep a docs and keep track of this, and I'm probably going to give Snow White like a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. It's a D tier movie. It's near the bottom. So, let's see. Does this have Frozen 2 on it or not? Yeah, it goes up to Frozen 2. So this thing goes up to Frozen 2. It doesn't have Raya on it, so we'll have to put Raya in at the end. So, yeah, I put this in D tier. 5 out of 10. I mean, it's iconic. It has some fun songs, but, like, and it started all this, but at the same time, it's just kind of, like, boring. And it goes on way longer than it should be. And you guys are hilarious over here. I'm not reading all your messages, but you guys are hilarious. I heard Ray was not that good. It's on my list of things to watch because I do like Disney movies. It's boring. I haven't liked the past few Disney movies, though. Let me go. We're gonna go to, so, let me share my screen. So I'm actually gonna go to, so if you go to Disney Plus, there's the Walt Disney Animation Studios collection. I'm going through this in order. So these are all in order except for Raya. Raya should be at the end of this row right here. So, Snow White. So, up next is Pinocchio and Fantasia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do probably 2 or... Ooh, hold on. There we go. No, I'm not. My face isn't blocked. Let's see. So I'm going to be doing probably 2 at a time because otherwise there are 60 Disney movies. The 60th Disney movie just came out this week is Encanto. So we're going to do these 2, 3, 4 at a time. So the last Disney movie I liked, let's see, was probably, so I didn't really pay attention to Frozen 2. I hated Ralph Breaks the Internet. I didn't really like Moana. The last one I liked was probably Zootopia. So I haven't really liked anything since Zootopia. I loved Moana. I watched it with my friends' kids. Same with Frozen 2, which I thought was alright. Frozen 2 was on in my house while I was there. Can't tell you what happened to that movie. But so we're just going to go in order. What I'm going to do is all the princess movies will get their own stream because So we realized the princess movies are more important, more iconic, there's more to say about them. So each of the princess movies will get their own, and then I'll do like 2 or 3 movies at a time besides that. So what we're going to do is next is going to be Pinocchio and Fantasia for next week. So sometime before next Saturday, I really highly suggest you guys watch Pinocchio and Fantasia. Black Cauldron is one of my favorites, even though it gets a lot of hate. I can't wait to get to Black Cauldron because I've never seen it. So Pinocchio and Fantasia will be up next. I don't have a lot to say about those yet because I haven't seen them in a while. Dumbo and Bambi are going to be after that, and that's going to be the snooze fest because nothing happens in either of those movies. And then after that, we're going to do like 5 movies all at once because these are the wartime movies. Saludos Amigos, Three Caballeros, Fun and Fancy Free, Melody Time, and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. They're all only about an hour long, and they're mostly music. So we're going to like do those 5 all at once, get out of the wartime, and yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So this is like, we're in the golden age right now. This is the original, like if you guys don't know the eras of Disney, let me show you guys. So some divide them up a little bit, but there's the golden age, and then there's the wartime, and then learning time for me. Yes, so let me see if I can find a better one. So yeah, and then there's the silver, which goes up to like, what is that? After Sword in the Stone. I wish they kind of divided them up on here by that, but goes up to like Jungle Book, and then there's the Dark Ages, which is like Aristocats through like Oliver and Company, and it's considered the Dark Age of Disney. Is wartime during a World War? I think it's during World War II. Yes, because this is the up to the 40s, so this is during World War II. So Saludos Amigos, Three Caballeros, Fun and Fancy Free, Melody Time, and Ichabod and Mr. Toad. And then that's during World War II. So yeah, and then we have, yeah, Silver Age, and then, you know, the Dark Ages and the Renaissance Revival. You know, some of them have different names depending on what you look at. And some people have different opinions on them. Golden Age, the Package Era, that's the war era. Bronze Age, the Dark Age, the Renaissance. The Renaissance started with, like, Little Mermaid, and then there's the experimental, so the experimental era, and then there's the revival, which is kind of what we're in, is like, people call it the revival, sort of the modern. Dark Ages, that sounds interesting. So the Dark Ages, you probably like a lot of the Dark Age movies. It's Aristocats, Robin Hood, Winnie the Pooh, Rescuers, Fox and the Hound, Black Cauldron, Great Mouse Detective, Oliver and Company. Those are what are considered the Dark Ages. Hold on, I am running out of space. Oops. So Ichabod and Mr. Toad, I feel like, I remember that feels so incomplete. I've never seen it. This is sort of the Dark Age, and then you have the experimental era, which is all the fun stuff. It's like Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, Brother Bear, Home on the Range, Meet the Robinsons, all the stuff that didn't do well. And that kind of ended after Princess and the, like, with Princess and the Frog and stuff. I love The Fox and the Hound, even though the movie makes me super sad because the ending is heartbreaking. I know. That movie is so sad. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up on my computer tonight after I get off here. I'm gonna see what I can clean up right now. I'm running out of space again. I need to move my my videos to my hard drive when I get off here. Because I'm running out of space. Yeah, I really like Fox and the Hound. I used to watch that all the time on VHS as a kid. The only ones in this, like, experimental era that I don't like is, like, Bolt. Chicken Little's kind of eh. I know a lot of people don't like Dinosaur, but I've never seen it. Never seen Fantasia 2000. So that's part of the reason I'm doing this, is also because I haven't seen all the Disney animated films. There's a handful I haven't seen, and there's some I haven't seen just in a long time. So it's kind of why we're going through and watching them. And then, yeah, the eras kind of all depend, like, people kind of argue on, like, what the new era is, the current era, the modern era, and where it should be called. But kind of everyone agrees on, like, the Golden Age, the Wartime, the Silver Age, the Dark Age, the Renaissance, and the Experimental. It's just, like, this new era. Is it 2 eras? Is it 1 era? Where do we divide it? What does it mean? All that. Yeah, there's Snow White, D tier. Snow White, 5 out of 10, D tier. And I'll probably actually, make a list. I'll have the tier list to make a proper list, so. Yeah, I'm excited. So next week we're going to do Pinocchio and Fantasia, so I'll have a little more to talk about, because, yeah, I'm kind of right here with, like, I did Snow White. There wasn't a whole lot to say, because it's kind of whatever. Let's see. Do we have anything fun here that I can talk about? Here, let's do this, I just vaguely described the 10 Disney princesses. Can you guess them? A stolen hidden girl loves the person who stole her and tries to escape after someone breaks into her second home. What? I don't know. That'd be Belle? Let's see. No. Stolen hidden girl. So these are the Disney princesses, right? Am I forgetting somebody? Oh, this is Rapunzel. Took me a second. I was like, yeah. Girl has stolen hidden girl. I was like, I got the stolen part, and like the tries to escape. I was like, she's talking about Belle? Because it says she loves the person who stole her, and so I was like, I thought they were talking about romantic love. I thought they were talking about Belle, like, being stolen and everything. The girl has a furry friend and overprotective father who thinks he should decide who this character's spell should be. Decide who this character is. That Pocahontas? Jasmine? I was wondering if it was Jasmine or Pocahontas, because Pocahontas also has her dad trying to decide her spells, but I think you're right, it's Jasmine. Oh, this is Cinderella. Basically every princess. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Cinderella. Treat like dirt and trust a stranger who isn't totally generous with time. She may know a rat or two, yeah. Girl's curse ends with a kiss from a stranger who happens to be a prince. Which curse from a stranger who happens to be a prince are we talking about? Because this could be Snow White or Aurora. It's Aurora. How do you spell that? Aurora. Yeah, stranger, yes. Happens to be a prince, also. So, that we'll get into that, but they were to be betrothed from the beginning. They were betrothed to each other by their parents already. So, like, and they had met in a dream, which I think counts because this is Disney, and they had also met in the woods before their betrothal. Girl's obsessed with water, finds a dude trapped on an island, and eventually saves the world. Moana, she's not a Disney princess. Not a Disney princess. Hate to tell you. Moana, not a Disney princess. She does not fall into the Disney princess category, even though she should. The Rock tried to murder a child, I agree. This person makes everything freeze except her heart. Also not a Disney princess. Moana should be, though. BS. I think the Disney princess line... We're gonna get to that. Let me finish this quiz. Young woman loves snowmen like no other. Anna. Again, not Disney princess. Young woman notably pretends to be a man. Just... Girl gets captured by a hairy prince and a candlestick. I mean, that's Belle. Not Belle, Belle. Girl washes up on shore, unable to use part of her body that she likes, and falls in love with the first guy she sees. I don't like Ariel either, but, like, you're wrong. Let's see some of the comments. Anyway. So, we're going to talk about how the Disney princess line has come to an end. I do not think we are ever going to get another Disney princess. I think for good. Because, if you notice, so Anna and Elsa were the last princesses. Okay? Raya and Moana, daughters of a chief. That should count, because Pocahontas counts. But, they're not princesses, if you notice. Anna and Elsa were never given a coronation in Disney World. So the Disney princess, like, is a title. These princesses get coronated in Disney World. There are rules to be a Disney princess. You must be human or humanoid. She should be the main character. She shouldn't be the star of a sequel. She has to be royal by birth. Leia should be one. Leia should not be one. Leia doesn't count. You must be human or humanoid. Have the central role be the main character. You can't be the star of a sequel. You must be royal by birth, marriage, or heroic deed. You have to... It's not on here. Hold on. This is not correct. She's a princess human and is royal. You have to be animated. That's the thing. Where is it? Because it's about being animated. There's another one about being animated. This is about the parks. She has... No. In her first appearance, you have to debut in an animated film. Where is it? This is not the right list. Your movie has to do well. You have to be the main character. You have to be humanoid. She's not really the main character in Rebels. No. You can't be in a sequel or other content. That's the thing. That's why, like, Ariel's daughter or stuff like that don't count. Must be royal by birth or heroic. You must be a heroic deed. She's royal by marriage. It's birth or marriage. Most of them are royal by marriage. Yeah. And your movie has to do well. That's a hidden rule. That's why certain characters that should count don't. Such as Meg. She marries the son of the king of the gods. Should count, but Hercules didn't do well. Jane marries the king of the apes. Doesn't count. So, all that to say, why aren't Anna and Elsa Disney princesses? They meet all the requirements. I think people believed they were too popular at the beginning, so Disney was sort of waiting to coronate them. Hercules is also considered a boy movie as well, so Meg gets hosed even though she totally deserves it. King of the Apes, I wouldn't count that either, honestly. But like, other things count. I mean, Titan, Ariel's dad is the king of the sea. Pocahontas' dad is just a chief. He's not the king of anything. He's just a chief. I would count King of the Apes. Personally. Why does Tarzan get to be king of the apes? He's just a random guy. Because he's the adopted son of the wife of the king of the apes. So, but Kerchak dies. Spoilers. I lost track of what I was saying. But that's why other characters like Nala don't count. She's not human or humanoid. So yeah, the question is why aren't Anna and Elsa? People thought they were too popular, so Disney was waiting to coronate them, but then Disney kind of never did. Also, it has to be an animated Disney. So here's the other thing. Tarzan has a killer soundtrack as well. Son of Man is one of my favorite Disney songs. So here's the thing. They have to be the star of a Disney animated film, like Disney Studios animated film. I don't know why Brave counts, but we're gonna move on from that. Like a Disney animated film. I guess not necessarily animation studios, but a Disney animated film. It has to be a film. So here's the thing. Star Wars wasn't owned by Disney when it came out. And it was also in the 70s. So Star Wars Leia doesn't count. She's also not animated. Elena doesn't count because she was a Disney Channel. She starred in a Disney Channel series and not a theatrically released film. There's all sorts of other characters. One people like to say is why is Anastasia not a Disney princess? She's a fox. She wasn't owned by Disney until recently. And my storage space just filled up, so my thing stopped recording. I'm going to have to download this and post it the long way. Anyway. So, again, Anna and Elsa should count, but they just didn't. They just didn't coronate them for some reason. They just didn't coronate Anna or Elsa. Okay. Whatever. We wait, maybe they're just still too popular. Frozen is just so popular. They would blow the other princesses out of the water. Okay. Moana comes around. We still haven't coronated Anna and Elsa. Moana fits all the criteria because she's just like Pocahontas, daughter of a chief. Her movie did well. She's human. She also committed an act of heroism. Like, okay, Moana doesn't count either. What's going on? And then we keep going, and now Rhea's out. Rhea, daughter of a chief, commits an act of heroism. Her movie maybe did well. Too brown? I don't think it's too brown. Because Anna and Elsa still haven't been coronated either. If Anna and Elsa were coronated, and then Moana and Rhea didn't get coronated, I'd agree with you. But Anna and Elsa still haven't been coronated as Disney princesses. I think the Disney princess line is just done. I think Disney is trying to move on from it. I don't think we're going to get another princess film. I don't think we're ever going to get a Disney movie that stars a princess again. Also, you say too brown. I mean, Mulan, Pocahontas, Jasmine, Tiana, all of them are Disney princesses. What does that gain them? It gains them, it's their brand. I think they're trying to move on from it because everyone associates Disney with the Disney princesses. And everyone associates Disney with silly princess movies that are bad and are not progressive and have, boys kissing corpses and no consent and young girls and all this other stuff. And I think Disney's trying to move on from it. I know they've been criticizing that in their new movies. Exactly. They've been criticizing it. And if you notice, Frozen started that criticism. Then Moana continued it. Rhea really continued it. We don't need another Disney princess. Honestly, I think we do. I don't think Disney princesses are bad. I don't think it's bad to have a princess movie. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with making these characters part of your franchise. I saw Rhea and it wasn't good. I didn't like it. It was boring. She was boring. The character's boring. The dragon character sucks. There's not a good villain. There's not a good plot. Like, it's just whatever. But I don't think there's anything wrong with having... I think another princess movie would be great. Yeah. I think if they did a real, proper, like Frozen was really good. Like, it had its things. I'm the first one in line to get in line and tell you Frozen, I don't like Frozen. Frozen was great. And the one before that, we had Brave. We had Rapunzel. We had Tangled. Those are great princess movies that don't fall into. Wasn't interested in for $30 and then never cared to follow up. I mean, I feel you. I didn't pay $30 for it either. We can have princesses that don't fall into these criticisms that people make. Like, you can do that. Tangled slap, Brave slap. Princess and the Frog. I mean, honestly, Mulan, like, even the older ones, like, Mulan was good. Like, these movies aren't what people think they are, and the new ones are really good, and Frozen was good, and I think to abandon the Disney Princess line is stupid. I refuse to pay the extra movie money to watch a movie that I can wait a few months to watch. I agree. Tiana should have gone with her restaurant, just saying. She got her restaurant. She got a restaurant at the end. She tried to get a restaurant. That's the plot of the film. Friends on the Other Side is an amazing Billy song. But when she was tempted before, oh no, hell no, I would not be listening to the fucking Shadow Man. No, she tried to pay for it, and then they were like, we don't believe someone of your, what did they say? They're implying that because she's black, she can't get it. I wouldn't have chosen the prince over the restaurant. That's not what she didn't choose the prince over the restaurant. Did you watch the movie? No. She chose the love in her life in general. She didn't choose specifically Naveen. She was like, my daddy, she talks about her dad, because he says, your daddy works himself to the bone trying to get the restaurant. And she's like, my daddy had love in his life. That's what matters. That was the plot of the movie. It wasn't about the prince. It was about her dad. It was about having love in her life, and what she needed wasn't the restaurant. What she needed was her life and to live her life. Go watch the movie. We'll get there. I got tons of movies. Do you think it's because of the pre-existing view of how Disney Princess should look, or is it a creative block? I think part of it's a creative block. I think part of it is fear of falling into the same criticisms. I think part of it is just wanting to give people what they want. So they're making these diverse strong female character movies. Which some of them have been good and some of them have fallen flat, because I just watched Encanto, and Encanto was beautiful, and it was amazing, and it was perfect. It was the best Disney movie I've seen in a long time. And I think part of it is the view of what people think a Disney movie is. I think that's what it is. I think Disney is scared that if they come out with another Disney princess movie, people will view it a certain way, and it'll fall into a certain trap, and that it'll look a certain way. They don't want to look not progressive, so they're making characters who are not Disney princesses, who are not, needing to be saved or whatever. I think it's as simple as that, is that Disney is trying to move away from the view that they have, from the image they have, into something new. I've never seen Princess and the Frog. I heard it's great, though. I just know Friends on the Other Side from a guy that does covers of Disney songs. It is so good. You should listen to the original if you've only heard the cover. The original is amazing. You should watch Princess and the Frog, but we're going to walk through these together. Here we go. Yeah. I have my opinions on these movies, and we'll get into them more and more as I get to them. But, like I said, I think the big thing is I don't think we're going to get another princess movie. Me and Kato's Cave were just talking about that. Hellfire is my favorite Disney villain song. Mm-hmm. When you hear Disney, you expect singing animals, girl who lives in a horrible life, and gets saved by a transitioning prince. Yes, exactly. Especially when you hear Disney princess. And so I think that they've given themselves a certain view, and media, BuzzFeed, people have just kind of given Disney a certain view and certain look. And I think Disney's trying to move away from that. Here's what gets me is that Anna, Elsa, Elena, and Moana, and I don't know about Raya, because I haven't really been to Disney World or anything, but those characters have become what Zeffie endearingly referred to as little bitch princesses. Because none of them have been coronated. Elena doesn't fit the requirements, but their stuff you'll have the Disney Princess stuff, all of the Disney Princess stuff for the whole Disney Princess line, and then right next to them is the Frozen stuff and the Moana stuff and the Elena of Avalor stuff. So there's no reason to not. They're the little bitch princesses. They're not cool enough. They're not allowed to be coronated. But all their stuff is still in the same section as the Disney Princess stuff. They don't get their own, like, when you put the princess dolls out or you put the costumes out, it's all the stuff is all in the same section. Did you know, though, one person has actually been demoted from Disney Princess status? And for good reason. She doesn't actually fit any of the requirements, and I don't know why she was one in the first place. But do you guys know who was demoted from Disney Princess status? She used to be a Disney Princess and is no longer one. I'm going to give you guys a second to guess, because I want to see if any of you know this. You'll know, once I say it, you'll be like, oh yeah! But she was actually demoted for good reason. Like I said, she doesn't fit any of the requirements. Drum roll. Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell used to be a Disney princess. If you remember anything of Disney princesses from like when we were kids, she was always included in the lineup. She used to be a Disney princess. That's why I actually still have it somewhere. Like all her when you get a costume of Tinkerbell for like Halloween and stuff, they would have crowns and stuff for her. She's no longer Disney princess. Yeah, she used to be one. You probably saw stuff, and you might not remember. You may or may not, but she used to be one. And yeah, they demoted her. I'm pretty sure. When did they demote her? Disney Princess status. Yeah, it seems like she lost her. Oh, that was the other one. Kita doesn't count from Atlantis because her movie didn't do well. Tinkerbell was removed because she got her own franchise. She became too popular. So, yeah. We have certain characters that are the Disney princesses. Why do you guys have live action images for these characters? So yeah, these don't count. So apparently these characters were, or Jane was going to be. Okay, she was going to be, and then Esmeralda. I do remember that. Esmeralda used to be part of the Disney princesses. I vaguely remember that. But she was removed because she wasn't as popular. Moana is not on this list. Moana... It says she's been integrated into the line through other stuff. As far as I know, she is not a Disney princess. I'm not looking... This list is not correct. Yeah, let's go to the official Disney website. See who our characters are that are on the website. They've got Moana. Let's see if they actually have Anna and Elsa. Yeah. You guys don't consider them Disney princesses. Don't lie to me. They're not in any of the stuff, but I guess they consider Moana. Since when? Official canon. Okay. Huh, I learned something. So I guess they have included Moana. She didn't get a coronation event though. So when did she get? included because she didn't get a coronation. Huh. I'm gonna text Effie. Like, bro, guess what? Is it possible they just stopped doing coronation to say, here you go, you're a princess now? Maybe. But as far as I know, they usually officially sort of coronate them with the idea of, like, to say, like, you know, they get coronated in the Disney parks and stuff. But it sounds like she just kind of, like, got included. From what I'm reading, it says they just kind of, like, integrated her without a coronation. That is so weird, guys. I learned something new today, and it upsets me. Hold on. Whatever, man. I still don't think we're gonna get any more, like, if... I don't think Rhea's gonna be part of it. And I don't think we're ever gonna get another princess character. Disney ain't consistent, apparently. I know, right? I learned something new today. Let's just go back to when shit was simple and all the princesses were just... all the girls were just princesses. I mean... Why make Moana one and not Anna and Elsa? That's still what I'm saying. Why make Moana one then and not Anna and Elsa and not Rhea? Like, why? Why do that? That's even more confusing to me. Now I'm even more confused. Like, I could have been like, okay, Merida's the last Disney princess. We're moving on from this. Okay. But then, like, to skip Anna and Elsa and then add Moana and then 50-50 chance they'll add Rhea. They won't add Mirabelle from Encanto because she's definitely not a princess. But she's the lead female character from her movie. She won't be added. So, I don't know. Like, at this rate, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Disney Princess line. You guys should go watch Encanto. That's what I can say. Encanto was beautiful. And it's a great film. And, I don't know. Mirabelle is the best... Well, it's one of the best Disney movies I've seen in a long time. Like... See, the last movie I liked was Zootopia, but, like, this was better than, like, some of these other ones, too. Encanto is really good. But Mirabelle won't become a Disney princess, because she's not royalty, and she's, she didn't commit, like, she didn't commit an act of heroism. She's just gonna be another, like, main character, like, main female character. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with the Disney princess line. We'll see what Disney does with their protagonists. I don't know. I'm really confused now. Which makes me mad, because Zeffie and I had a fucking, like, 2-hour conversation about this last night, about the Disney princess line being over and all this stuff, and we were wrong about half of what we were talking about, I guess. But now you know. Moana is part of it, and it has nothing to do with her being too brown. But again, that's what's even more confusing. Like, why not Elsa? This is just weird. This is so weird. I don't understand the Disney princess line, but I don't know why Disney would abandon it. But it seems like... Tara for Disney princess? Okay. Hi. I don't know, I'm not even the main character in my own story. I don't know what y'all are talking about. But, I sure as hell didn't commit either. I didn't commit an act of heroism or anything. And I'm not royalty. I can't wait to get to some of this new stuff, though, to talk about all this. First, we gotta get through this. You simps. Is that my court? Is that my royal court? You guys are my royal court? I'm the queen, you're my royal court. I don't know what else to talk about. Let's see. That I'll talk about when we talk about Cinderella. We're not doing Pixar right now. I am going to do the Pixar movies. Well, we'll get to this later. I don't feel like talking about that today. I mean, we just talked about the movie that started all... Sorry, I've got like 600 things. DreamWorks? No, we're doing Disney right now. We're on Disney. Let's see if we can find something funny on BuzzFeed about Snow White. Let's go to BuzzFeed. Let's just search Snow White on BuzzFeed. See if we get any funny, None of these have anything to do with Snow White. Okay, let's do a Snow White quiz. We just watched it, so we better pass it. Which color wasn't in Snow White's dress? Green. Where exactly in the Dwarves' cottage? Hopefully we get a rant. I think they said it was the 7 Jeweled Hills. Yeah. Which chore did the turtle do when Snow White was cleaning the cottage? He was cleaning the clothes. They were using his belly as a washboard. What time did the dwarf stop mining and go back home? I wasn't paying enough attention. Bro, you're beautiful. Bye. Hi! Hi, Lude8W8. Come back. Don't leave. Thank you for the compliment. I feel like I feel like gross most of the time, so I'm glad you think I'm pretty. I try. I really do. My hair's a mess, though. 6 p.m.? 5 p.m. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying that close attention. Whose bed does Snow White not sleep in? Happy Sneezy. Doc's. Yeah. Because she laid across 3. Which animal never visited the dwarf's bedroom? The turtle. He didn't make it upstairs. Excuse me, I haven't been simping hard enough then. I'm gross, guys. What's the first peculiar thing the dwarves noticed after entering the cottage? The floor was swept, the windows had been washed, cobwebs were missing, dishes were uncovered, the sink was empty. The floor was swept. What's something Snow White didn't mention she could cook? Apple dumpling, gooseberry pie, plum pudding, apple pie. It was apple pie. Which of these isn't needed for making a perfect disguise potion? It was the apples. When was bedtime for the dwarves? Again, if you're gross, I'm absolutely repulsive. Shut up. You got them muscles. When's bedtime for the dwarves? I wasn't paying attention. Was it 10 p.m.? 11 p.m. Dude, they don't say it. You know, you see the clock ding, and I wasn't paying attention to the clock. Where did Grumpy sleep? He slept in a soup pot. Which way did the Evil Queen use to leave the castle? The secret passage. A water tunnel? Oh, it was a water tunnel. Which dwarf is the first one who receives Snow White's kiss on the head? Oh, I wasn't paying attention, and I can't tell them apart. I think it was Bashful. It was Doc. Okay. Whose pie was Snow White making when she encountered the Evil Queen? She was making Grumpy's. Who was the first one that guessed the Evil Queen caught Snow White? Sleeping in a soup pot. I'd be Grumpy too. Doc? No. Somebody's playing music upstairs or something. Sorry, I'm just like... Music is coming from somewhere. Okay, I did 10 out of 15. So I'm trying to figure out what is that noise. It's not me. I think it's coming from upstairs. I'm under the living room. It's not gospel music. It's like rock music. Let's go back and see if we can find another Snow White thing. I guess me telling everybody I was streaming didn't stick. There's not really a whole bunch of Snow White. Like, I googled Snow White and this is all like... Love when no one, ooh, we're getting Inception here. Well, rock out. I need to end stream anyway, because I don't know what else to talk about, and, I guess no one respects stream time. I literally told them I was streaming. I don't get why they would start jamming out music and stuff. Maybe there's a list for princesses. This is unprecedented for. This is really frustrating. Okay, now it stopped. We're watching a TV show or something. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Do you remember if they had living parents or not for Disney characters? Snow White. Both her parents are dead. She just has her stepmother. Cinderella. Both parents are dead. She has just a stepmother. Aurora. Both parents are alive. Turning my heater back on because I'm cold. Ariel has only a father. Belle, only a father. Jasmine, only a father. Fuck the moms. There's no moms in Disney. Pocahontas, only a father. Oh my god, you guys can't see it. Shit, sorry. I turned it off and then I forgot to turn it back on. Mulan. Both parents are alive. And her grandmother. Princess Tiana, only a mother. She's like the only one that has a mom. Everybody else is like only a dad or no parents. Rapunzel, she has both parents. Merida, both parents. Anna and Elsa, both parents are dead. Elena of Avalor, both her parents are dead. How come Disney Pixar doesn't make a princess? Merida is Pixar. Brave is a Pixar film. Moana, both parents alive. Raya, only a dad. Let's see, is there any other good Disney princess things? Oh goodness, here are the 7 Disney princesses that I hate the most. Have you seen all 3 Descendants movies? Kitty! I hear you meowing. What's up? I don't even know where she's at. Kitty! I'm curious to see was this person who she hates Rapunzel? I've always hated her. She gives me bad vibes. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie Tangled. That's all you got? She's trying to get into the fucking garage again. Kitty, come here. Come here. Come here. You can't go in there. Okay. You need to have a reason for hating her. You can't just say she gives you bad vibes. So we're just skipping that, even though I love Rapunzel and I could go on a rant for hours. She doesn't even have a real reason. She's like, she just gives me bad vibes. Fuck. Merida. I like her personality, but she gets annoying and I can't explain it. Her movie isn't one I like very much, but she makes me so mad it's unexplainable. Again, you don't even have a good reason. Give me 1 second. You live here now. You live here now. Okay? Here, look. Okay, sweet girl. You wanna get up on the desk? Okay. You can't go into the garage, you stupid cat. Yeah, what a cop-out. It's unexplainable. Bitch, have a good reason. Snow White? Okay. Yes, I know, the original princess. Did no one teach her what stranger danger was? This girl's trusted anyone. 7 old men in the forest. Why not? Some creepy old hag that definitely wasn't my childhood fear. Who cares? Then homegirl just got poisoned, then kissed a 31-year-old man. That is not the official age of Prince Florian. I hate that fucking... I don't know where that came from. I don't even know where the 14 for Snow White comes from, but he's not 31. What the fuck, guys? It's not her I hate, it's her actions I hate. I mean, fair... But, like, I mean, she's also 14, has dead parents, and has a queen out to kill her. I'd be a little fucked up, too. Cinderella? Come on. She kind of has the same story as Snow White. No, she doesn't. I don't hate her, but she gets on my nerves. She's just kind of so annoying. I don't like her movie too much. It's kind of boring in my opinion, but yeah. You don't even have good explanations for why you hate these girls. Fuck out of here. Belle? I see her and I'm like, ew. I see her and immediately get annoyed. I see her and know how much I hate her. I don't like her movie. What surprises me is that Disney let her have Stockholm Syndrome. I want to like her, but I can't. Did you guys watch the fucking film? Ariel? Okay, I can go with that. I swear with this bitch, she annoys me so much. I bet she's a Cancer. I don't like her. I don't like her personality. I don't like her vibes. The only thing that makes me want to watch her movie is Sebastian. You like Sebastian, but you don't like Ariel? Sebastian is way more annoying than her. And Flounder, too. Overall, I hate her. I love every other character in this movie, though. Get the fuck out of here. Sebastian's so annoying with his fucking, Jamaican accent. No, fuck out of here. And Anna. Words cannot describe... Oh, God. Words cannot describe how much I hate this bitch. I would push her off the North Mountain in the middle of a nice hot summer. I hate how she's all like, we have to do everything together. There's no shutting each other out. Girl, I know you have trauma that you love your sister, but there's a thing called privacy, and you have no right to be mad at my girl Elsa for wanting to go to Alahan by herself. This is the second movie. This bitch would have died, but no, she's complaining about avoiding her death. In the first movie, her boyfriend let her practically die, and he also tried to kill Elsa. She's the reason Elsa ran away in the first place. She needs to fix her attitude before I fix it for her. Hates the movies because of her. Elsa and Olaf are the only You watch the movies for Olaf, but not Anna? I don't like this bitch's opinion. This bitch is just stupid. You like Sebastian, Flounder, and Olaf, but you don't like Rapunzel? You don't like Merida? The fuck is wrong with you? She acts like she's so important, but nothing but an annoying speck of nothing in this universe. Also, she has nobody else in her life. Like, I get she's a little much in Frozen 2, wanting Elsa to not, like, leave her and all this. But, like, she literally has no one else in this world. Her entire family died on her. She found out her first boyfriend tried to kill her. She has a snowman and her sister. And the snowman dies if her sister dies. So yeah, she's got Kristoff. That's like it. So like, I don't blame her for wanting to be like, hey Elsa, can you kind of talk to me a little bit about what's going on in your life? Because I don't want to lose you again, and I don't want us to like shut each other out and not know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, at least give me a reason you're throwing Rapunzel under the bus. Yeah, this... You like Sebastian and Olaf, but you don't like Rapunzel or Merida. What the fuck is wrong with you? Person is fucking stupid. Okay, I can do this. Guess the Disney princess by their eyes. Jasmine. Belle. Ariel. Moana. Rapunzel. Oh, that was 5? Oh, that was easy. God, I'm still so pissed about that. Oh my god, can you guess the meaning behind the names? Okay, Belle. It fucking means beautiful. If you don't know that, you're stupid. Moana. Y'all want to know what they named their daughter? Her name means ocean, y'all. Hey, bitch, don't go towards the ocean. We named you Ocean. Aight, y'all. Esmeralda. That I don't know. I think it means emerald. Yeah. Nala. Pretty sure it means like queen or princess. Yeah, queen. Pocahontas. That I don't know. Pocahontas, I don't know. Earthy, maybe? Mischievous, okay. Mulan. Sword. Wood orchid, okay. Aurora. An aurora is like a thing, though, isn't it? Yeah, the aurora borealis. What does that mean? I don't know. Dawn? Oh, okay. Tiana. Bet she means princess. Yep. Alice. Alice means noble. Oh, yeah. Luz? Who the fuck is Luz? Oh, from... Bitch, why are you on here? You're not a Disney princess. You're not even close. Like Alice being on here is already pushing it, but like you... Okay? What the fuck? She from Owl House. Okay? I guess we just putting anybody a Disney princess now. Only Disney adults will be able to name the Disney movie from just a few character names. Let's see. The Aristocats. Ken Forky Sid, that's Toy Story. Hila, Roberto, and Lorenzo, that's Luca. 22, Joe, Terry, that was Soul. Abuelita, Papa, and Miguel, Coco. Barley, Gwekin, and Dewdrop. Is that Mary Poppins? That was Onward? Oh, fuck. I don't watch Onward. Sisu. Oh, yeah, that's Raya. LeFou, Lumiere, Chip. Beauty and the Beast. Maximus. Give me one. I got it. Zurg. Toy Story. She's a Disney princess now. As an animator can say she is. I have that power. It's the law. Tara got a quiz suggestion. It's Disney. Go ahead. What's up? Nobody saw Onward. I saw Onward. I didn't guess Onward because I was like, well, I haven't seen Mary Poppins. Yeah, that's something y'all need to know about me. I've never seen Mary Poppins. I was like, I haven't seen Mary Poppins. Maybe it's Mary Poppins. Can I send a link? Yeah, you're a VIP. I saw Onward in theaters. I watched it on Disney Plus like months later. Disney movie emoji quiz. Okay, so I gotta guess it based on the emojis. Okay. Okay. Well, this is easy. If I could spell. Okay. Lion King. Oops. Little Mermaid. I saw before COVID in Vancouver. Rip social life afterwards. I know, right? Aladdin. Aladdin 1L. It's 1L, right? It's 1L, 2Ds. Right? Yeah. Moana? What is this? Finding Nemo. Oh, duh. Dude, I'm in Disney mood. I wasn't thinking that. Dude, I saw Ocean and like thinking, I'm like, can I do the ocean? This is Beauty and the Beast. Look. Look, all of these have been Disney movies. What is this? For an ocean movie, Moana has nothing to do with fish. I know, right? I got a rant about that, but it's gonna be super obvious when I figure it out. Give me a second. This one's Cinderella. Give us the rant. I'm just gonna say, at the beginning of the movie, Grandma literally tells us, after the heart was stolen, sea monsters took over the oceans. Did we see a single damn sea monster in that movie? No, we didn't fucking see a single damn sea monster in that movie. We saw some fucking coconuts, and then they went to the land of monsters, which is also not explained, and they fought a fucking crab. There was not a single goddamn sea monster in that movie. We did not see a sea monster. There was not a sea monster in that movie. I'm not counting. The crab was in the land of monsters. He was not out in the ocean. I am talking about when they were traveling the ocean. They traveled the ocean and there was not a single fucking sea monster in the goddamn ocean, like Grandma said there was. Like they talked about why they stopped traveling. Because the oceans got dangerous. There was nothing in that fucking ocean. She said sea monsters. She showed images. She had pictures. She was like, there were sea monsters and there were monsters that were roaming the lands. I don't think the crab counts because they went to the land of monsters for the crab. She was talking about in the ocean, like in the open here. She didn't mention the land of monsters. The crab definitely doesn't count. If you want to count the coconuts, sure, but those aren't sea monsters. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to think. Books, bow. Can he travel out of the land of monsters? Because they don't make that clear either. They don't explain the fucking land of monsters. Up? I don't think it's up. Why would there be a bow and shopping bags and a bear? Kitty, what are you doing? Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna feel real stupid when when they say this. Is it Toy Story 3? I guess this is a better guess than I have. Really? Toy Story? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess Toy Story's the closest, but I still don't get why there's books and a bow and shopping bags and a balloon, like... And they just says Toy Story, it doesn't say Toy Story 3. So... I don't know. What was the last one? Oh, this one was Cinderella. Last one was Tangled. Barbie? I mean, maybe? I guess? That could be Barbie, but like... I don't know. Let's try this Pixar one. That's what I'm saying, though. Like... This is Cars. But Finding Nemo is Pixar, and it was on the other one. Isn't Finding Nemo Pixar? Finding Nemo's Pixar. Why is there a diamond in the Tangled one? I think it has to do with the crown, yeah. Why was Finding Nemo on this one? Toy Story is also a Pixar one. Why? Whatever. Whatever. See, and this is Toy Story as well. This is what I would have done for Toy Story. Look at that. Cowboy, astronaut, pig. I mean, whatever. Incredibles. This is Ratatouille. Let's see if I can fucking spell Ratatouille. I fucking spelled it right. Hell yeah. I'm French or something. And this one's Finding Nemo too. You're French. Yeah, but I don't know how to speak French or write in French or read French. This is a fucking good dinosaur. Up. This is 1 star. How about this new favorite? This is Soul. This is Coco. Oh, hit enter too quickly. Wonder if you accepted Finding Dory, or is it based off what it was released in time? I don't know. No, I mean, it's got Coco, so Finding Dory was released. This is Wall-E. Brave. Yeah, Onward. Inside Out. Bug's Life. Cool. That was stupid. And I am Inception again. Okay. Well, we're about to get off here because I'm tired and... Oh, we're gonna raid somebody. Ants versus Bug's Life. I've never seen Ants, but probably Bug's Life. Who are we raiding? We are raiding my friend Chixima. She is playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. I need to make a raid message for you guys. I need to do that at some point. I'm gonna make one right now. Might help if I could spell. Hold on. I'm gonna make it right now. Let me do this. Fuck. Hold on. Oh, Swole Nerd is top chatter. Why wasn't our pal Ryan Kaiser live? He like our raid. Yeah, he would like our raid. Oops. I messed something up. Whatever. And then we're gonna... Let me try this. Ah, it didn't do the emoji for some reason. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I was trying to like make a message for but it's not doing the emoji. Well, whatever. Do whatever you want when you raid. We're just gonna raid my friend. I don't know what I did. Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. So I'm gonna stream in a few minutes. Some of you may not return alive. Okay, so we are going to do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Final Fantasy X. And then we will get back to Trials and Tribulations on Tuesday. Just, excuse me. Keep an eye out for the schedule on Twitter and Discord. So, I love you guys so much. Bye.